Hello, my name is Taylor and I'm in Mr. Jacomi's Astronomy Cosmos class. It is very interesting, but the one topic that has interested me the most is time travel. Think about it, isn't it crazy if someone could somehow go back in time and possibly change the shooting of JFK so he wasn't shot? Wouldn't that change our history forever? And is it worth it to go back in time? What is it good for? How could someone turn back the clock and change one thing and throw off our entire history and our future? I'm asking the same questions you are. What is time travel and how is it possible? Time travel is the movement between certain points in time. Time travel is recognized concepts in philosophy and fiction. Some franchises and movie industries such as Hollywood have created movies such as Star Trek and Back to the Future, where humans are getting into cars and flying away and going back in time, changing something they wish they never did. But could time travel be real, or is it just a whole hoax? Reasons being is we have found fossils that have landed on Earth that have amino acids and bacteria. Or is there just other Earths out there that we just don't know about yet? Einstein's theory of special relativity says that time slows down or speeds up depending on how fast you move relative to something else. The speed of light, a person inside a spaceship would age much slower than his or her brother on Earth. Also, Einstein's theory of general relativity states that gravity can bend time. According to NASA, there are scenarios that could allow travelers to go back in time. One possible way is going faster than light, but that's nearly impossible, as Einstein's equation proves that. It says that you have to have an infinite mass and a length of 0. Another possibility is wormholes, found by NASA, to put between space-time, but creating such a thing today is nearly impossible. There's many possibilities in many ways that we just have not found yet. But one is that Stephen Hawking had come up with in his book. Imagine circling a black hole for 5 years, but everyone else around you has passed you by 10 years. You come back down to Earth, and your kid is suddenly 10 years old. Crazy, right? Another limitation is that the spaceship will fall apart in the first rotation at the speed of light, and no one has found a way for it to be possible for a spaceship to circle a black hole. At this point in time, we are not prepared to time travel, nor do we have enough resources. Time passes faster in orbit, but satellites are farther away from the mass of Earth. Down here on the surface, the planet's mass drags on time and slows it down in small measurements. We call this effect gravitational time dilation. According to Einstein's theory of general relativity, gravity is a curve in space-time, and astronomers regularly observe this phenomenon when they study light moving near a significantly massive object, particularly large suns. For instance, can cause an otherwise straight beam of light to curve and what we call the gravitational lensing effect. Gravity does not just pull on space, it also pulls on time. You wouldn't be able to notice minute changes in the flow of time, but a sufficiently massive object would make a huge difference. Speed also plays a role in the rate at which we experience time. Time passes more slowly the closer you approach the unbreaking cosmic speed limit we call the speed of light. For instance, hands of clocks in a speed train move more slowly than those of a stationary clock. A human passenger wouldn't feel the difference, but at the end of the trip, the speeding clock would be slowed by billionths of a second. It's crazy to think about, but it's true.